The color of your hair not only impacts how you look, it can also have an impact on your health. New research shows redheads have a higher risk of some diseases and feel pain differently in their DNA. Erika Gonzalez is working for your health to break down the findings.
Your hair color could hold clues about your health. The findings, first highlighted in the Washington Post, point to research linking certain hair colors to differences in disease risk, pain perception, and even how some people respond to medications.
Our hair color, skin color, eye color is all determined by our genes, the chromosomes that are passed down from our parents at conception. And these have genetically inherent risk factors that are associated with developing certain diseases.
While hair color isn't a major health risk factor on its own, the genes behind it can sometimes tell a bigger story. One of the strongest links is with skin cancer. Dr. Arpana Shah is a dermatologist with MedStar Health.
A person genetically born with red hair and light skin that never tans and only burns when in the sun has a inherently higher risk of developing skin cancer. So for those patients, I do recommend that they, see a dermatologist at least once a year for an annual checkup.
People who use tanning beds, have a lot of moles, or a family history of skin cancer face a higher risk too. But researchers say the influence of hair color may extend beyond the skin. A study funded by NIH and published in the journal Science Advances suggests that people with red hair may experience pain differently than others. Researchers found that mice with the red hair gene variant had changes in hormone activity and increased opioid receptors, potentially leading to a higher pain tolerance. More research is needed to understand the reason why, but doctors say they've observed differences in their own practice, too.
So we find that patients that tend to have red hair tend to have a higher tendency of taking longer to anesthetize. So when we're doing, skin surgeries or even general anesthesia in the hospital, they take longer for that medication to work.
Another study published in the journal Anesthesiology found that people with red hair may need as much as 20% more anesthesia than others. And while some health links may only affect a portion of the population, there's one hair color change nearly all of us will experience: going gray. Hair turns gray when follicles gradually stop producing melanin, the pigment responsible for color. A lot of it's driven by genetics, but experts say certain health conditions, lifestyle factors, and chronic stress may speed it up.
The stress load that we take in, whether we realize it or not, plays a large factor in how your hair will grow, how your hair will age.
Scientists are still working to fully understand how hair color influences our health, but some answers may lie in human evolution.
When you talk about patients that normally have red hair and very fair skin, they normally lived in higher elevations of the world. So when these people are transplanted into areas where the sun is going to be stronger, they're going to have a harder time. And I tell my patients this every day, that your ancestors came from Ireland and England and Scandinavia, and we're not prepared for the sun that we have here in the mid-Atlantic.